The Upstate Golf Guys podcast is brought to you by Golfweek Amateur Tour, New York Upstate, a national tour for all golfers and skill sets in its 31st year. We represent the New York Upstate region, and to join, visit amateurgolftour.net and click Join Now for the best amateur golf tour in the country. David Calise, with his beautiful home for rent in Saratoga Springs. This mansion is located on Airbnb. What a way to enjoy Saratoga with family and or friends on a vacation to golf, go to the horse track, or relax in this beautiful home. For more information, go online to Airbnb/H/mansion in Saratoga Springs for information. Northeastern Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Voted #1 insurance agency in the Capital Region in 2024 by the Times Union. For any insurance needs, call Jared at 518-956-3753. The Bunker Indoor Golf, located in over 7 locations across the Capital Region and host of our Golfweek Am Tour Winter League on Saturday mornings. From golfing on their state-of-the-art simulators or having a delicious meal with your friends or family, come on down and visit one of the Bunker locations. Visit them online, getinthebunker.golf. For more information of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast and their partners, visit upstategolfguys.com.
Happy New Year, guys. It's been an amazing year. That's for sure. I have co-host Adam Cahill with me. What's up, sir?
How's it going? Happy New Year as of tomorrow.
As of tomorrow-ish.
Maybe
New
I
Year's
think
Eve.
today. I got to work tomorrow. Dang.
Florida Mike.
Yo.
What's up, my man? How you doing? What's the temps like down there, my man?
Doing great. Outside in a t-shirt, just hanging out in 78.
You son of a gun.
Yeah, he's got a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
it's 53 today, so it was nice here.
Today I had a lot of guys walking around on break and stuff. They were wearing shorts and t-shirts. So
yeah, it was nice. It was nice today too.
Florida, New York weather today.
We did, and our third guest of the evening, and one of the first times he was on the show, I believe. You haven't been on yet, right, Bri?
Not yet. This is first for me.
Well, welcome to the show, my guy.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome.
We're going to go over a little season recap. Adam has a little list here for us. We're going to talk about our tour, a little bit about what went on in Florida, Mike's tour over the year down there in Florida. We're just going to chop it up a little bit. What do you say, Adam?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
Let's go.
What do you got, Adam?
Well,
what do you
first
thinking?
off, we just got off the exciting raffle that we had. For those who are listening, you can go to Facebook and go to our Golfweek Am Tour New York Upstate Facebook group page and see a live video. We gave out a national championship entry and a 2-day of their choice for the New York season, as well as an SM9, and we picked our winners. And congratulations to those winners. And also, I wanted to just give a quick recap, if you don't mind, of some of the recent raffles we've had in the last 2 months.
Yeah, who's got some free rounds coming up?
So we got Brian, who's on with us, who's already got a free round at Highland.
Let's go.
He also won an Upstate Golf Guys hat, which I have for you. So if you're playing Saturday, but
I am.
Okay, I'll have that for you. We got Johnny Resto and Shannon with a Highland entry they won back in October, and we got Andrew Winchell, Turning Stone 2-day.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
We got Ed Vanaka, who won a Turning Stone 2-day. Highland entry, Brian.
Yeah.
Crump and Fox, Matt Durway, and a Lombardi, which I have a medal shot for him.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna. I know he enjoys. I believe he has the Nassau right now, Lombardi. So
yeah,
and
he'll have a mallet and a blade.
I know. I wonder if he's gonna think about switching. I don't know. He puts him at the bottom of the cup with that Nassau. I know he does.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I know his son's playing this year, Adam Durway. So that's
nice.
It's going to be good to meet him.
Awesome.
We also have a 2-day for Mike Winters at Turning Stone, who also got the SM10 wedge. I still have that. He lives in Glens Falls, so he's going to try to come down soon and grab it.
Nice.
And then we got Steve New for Highland. He won. And also we have Jeremy Hayes, who won an entry to Highland and a 2-day to Turning Stone. He won that big one we had, and the Lombardi Putter.
Yep.
So that goes to Jeremy Hayes, and then that's it for now. We got that new raffle coming up now, which is Mike. You can get in that. If you get in that raffle, you get a national championship invitation. You get a 2-day at one of our majors, which can be Crump and Fox.
That could be convenient for you.
And
That's true.
you also can play Albany Country Club, or if you win that one, you can donate it or get the money, whatever. But you should get in it.
I'm going to be your secretary. Okay. I'm going to be your secretary right now, just because it's my boy, and he's my ride. We already planned. You forgot Mr. Brad. I know he won the last one. Did we shout him out?
Brad won.
He won Highland. He won Highland.
Oh,
the last
Highland,
one.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. So it's all right. You're almost organized, Adam. But I
haven't written that one.
It was
down.
the last
Thanks
one. It was the very last one. Probably is the reason.
Yeah,
it
probably was. It was in the back of the envelope at home.
That's
all
right.
Also, we had some memberships that were won. Tom Mayone, he won a membership. He hasn't signed up yet, so we got to get Paulie Pro Shop just to go online and put his information. And then we also have from your tournament. Remember, we had that in September. We had Kyle Weed, who went close to the pin. I talked to him. He said he was looking to play. So
sweet. Did he ended up responding?
He ended up texting me back and said he said thanks, and I'll take care of it.
Right.
And then we also had other guys who won memberships before. They're already in. So out of all the memberships that we actually did in raffles, everybody's in except the old Paulie Pro Shop.
Get on it, Mr. Thomas. So Brian, now since you're the first, this is your first time on. I'll ask you, what was your favorite event of the year, man?
Oh. My favorite event this year, probably. Honestly, I did like the 2-day we had at Highland a lot.
Okay.
I had never played there before, and I played awesome the first day. Unfortunately, I relapsed the second day, back to reality.
Yeah, I think were you guys both in the same flight, you and Brian, on that one?
We
or were you C?
I had moved up to C.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. I shot like an 85 that first day, and I was like only like a shot or two off the lead, and then I lost it the second day.
Now that I think about it, that second day is what moved me to C flight.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
It was when it came out. So it was a rainy first day.
And
I kind of forgot what the course was like. I got in all the hazards. I think I shot like 102 or something the first day, or it might have been even like a 99.
Yeah, you were like 17 back going into day 2,
and I threw an 82 out day 2. I was
C flight.
I literally. He's like, oh, we're gonna welcome you to C flight now. I'm like, oh, and I couldn't even. I mean, it would have been nice if I won it, but one thing I did is I took home some cash that day because hole one, baby. I put it 3 feet for a birdie putt.
Actually, I think you were the group behind me.
Okay. And it was
so.
I was the last group, so that's why I knew my skin was good too. So you were the second to last group.
Yeah.
So it's always nice when you're the last group and you see your skin is holding up. So you're like,
Oh, you're a skin watcher?
I know you were the group behind me because if you go back, there's videos of that day, and I remember sitting on that downhill par 3, and you were taking cameras because we had like a 3 group wait on that hole.
Yeah. So Adam, you said that you can't, because I kind of did like how Nationals does their scans where we can't see it. You said that you can't set it up like that, or can you, or is it a pain in the ass, or?
No, the Nationals, they don't do that because I believe there's just too many people,
too much money
on the program at the time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
There's something that they haven't done that in a while. There's something that on their end that they don't let it be live.
Okay,
I know 2 years ago. Were you there? Or was it the first year or 3 years ago? But I know live scoring was actually down for the first day.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was the first. That was 2022. No, 23.
That was the first year of that new program.
Yeah, that was in 2022. So after day 1, they didn't have live scoring. Nobody knew unless you went to the actual place and looked at the board. And then nobody knew the skins, but nobody knew the pairings until like 10 o'clock at night because they finally fixed it, and then they were able to email everybody. So it was like the whole first day nobody knew what was going on because of the old system they had, and then they updated it last year, and it's much better. It's so much easier now.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
it was smooth.
Why you don't check to see if a skin is good until the end? Nah.
Nah. If it holds up, it holds up, man. I'm just out there trying to play well. I think other people use it to their advantage.
I like watching. I don't care about the skins so much, but I like watching the scores.
Here's the thing. Here's
Yeah,
the thing
I
with
like it too.
So here's the thing with skins. If I could get myself some money and I know I got a skin, I think I'm going to just play a little bit better and a little more relaxed. So that's why I feel like I do look, but I'll look at skins before I look at the actual scoreboard. Like
You're kind of like almost like when you see you got a skin, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna win some money. You kind of get not lackadaisical, but you're the edge of competition. I feel like leaves a little bit.
You
You're just like, yeah, whatever.
I mean,
I feel like I've been on like the last like group or two the whole season. So like if I get a birdie or anything on a hole, I like to look because I figure if I'm the last person playing, so I like to see if I got it or not.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a big benefit actually. When you have
that is a big benefit, especially if you're like later into the round.
Well,
Groups.
I was in the last group almost probably about 80% of the tournaments this year, the past year.
I mean, there is benefits to skins, which I like, is that if you do start off bad, like in your first 4 holes, and more than likely you're probably out of it by then. You could just
then you go flag hunting
for skins at least, and then you just start getting nutty, and then next thing you know, you probably shoot near the actual leaderboard anyway because you're just going nuts trying to get a few bucks. But the best
Anthony and I did that.
Best is when you're the first group out and then you birdie the first hole and you're like, oh yeah, skin.
Yeah, Mike, the day 3, Mike was like, he announced it like literally the first hole. He's like, hey guys, he was like, he went up for it was like it was a par putt, I think, and he went up like in one hand putted it, and he was like, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, nah, man. He's like, if I don't have a birdie putt, he's like, if I don't have a birdie, guys, he goes, I'm not even taking it seriously. He goes, I was like, you know what? So then like by like the 5th hole, I'm like, he's got a point. I'm like, just fuck it. Go for it.
I found out a lot about myself that day.
That was fun.
The skins game.
It was fun.
You have that mindset when you go and do the skins game at nationals. Or at regionals, you just go out there and you're just doing weird things just to try to get the ball in the hole.
Yeah.
Like you'll be sitting there having like a 20-yard chip, and you'll be like, you know what? What's the point? It's a little uphill. Let me just bang out a hybrid and just try to roll it in. Or,
yeah. Well, you gotta, because a par's no good.
You miss it, you just pick it up.
Right.
Everybody gets a par anyway because the skins game is I think the worst you can get is a par. So
keeps it moving. Yeah, absolutely.
Because par is not going to win a skins game in the national level or even a regional. So
yeah, man.
So let me ask you a question. So for those who do look, would you say that you're looking, you're on your second shot, you kind of got, let's say you got a little bit of trouble right in front of you, in between you and the hole. It's doable, but it's very risky, or you can go the easy way. Do you look at that and see if that hole has a skin? And if it doesn't, does that make you change your mind on where you're hitting?
No.
Does it influence it at all?
It only depends if I'm actually holding on to a skin myself.
Yeah,
I have one myself. I'm like, I'm going to birdie this and take more.
But Brian, what were you going to say, Brian?
I only looked at the skins if I birdied a hole, then I go see if anybody else did. That's it.
Yeah,
and then I might check on it later on to see if somebody else had birdied that, after me. But other than that, that doesn't affect the way I play. The way it affects my play is if I'm watching the scores and I can see what other people have, it maybe make me play a little more conservative depending on what my score is, or I might play a little more, take a little more risk in certain holes, but
absolutely.
It all depends on how I'm playing for the day.
I agree there. I agree with that.
One thing I do like about the live scoring is that it does give you the option where you look at the leaderboard and then you actually have to manually click if you want to see the skin. So it's not like just attached to the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Right. I like that.
People don't like looking at skins. Some people just like to look at their score. Some people just like to look at skins. So it gives you the option.
Two
where
different.
You can whatever is comfortable for you. I mean, I look at it when I play after every hole. So I'll get on a hole and maybe I was in the top 5 and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I bogeyed, whatever. I'm probably going to drop. And then I actually go up a spot because maybe somebody else did something bad. So I look at it every
I am a looker too. I don't look until I usually break it out at the turn. So like, I'm not going to sit there and start looking 3-4 holes in, but I will definitely I want to see how I have to play at the back nine, especially if if I have a feeling I'm at the top of the leaderboard. Like, should I start playing, a little more aggressive, or should I, start tightening up a little bit? It's definitely makes a difference if you feel like you're in it. But if I know I'm playing terrible and I'm not even gonna look at this thing. I don't even want to see how bad I'm doing. If I know I'm at the bottom.
I mean, there is a benefit to looking at a leaderboard. I mean, some people say, if I look at the leaderboard, I get nervous. But in reality, if you take it the mindset of if you have a bad hole and you look at the leaderboard and you actually see it didn't drop much, or even you went up, it actually can give you a little bit more motivation because it actually calms you down and relaxes you and says, okay, I doubled, sucks, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you take
especially in D flight, because anything can happen with us on a hole anywhere.
I mean, you can triple the first 2 holes and then double the third, and you're already +8, and you're like 20th out of 20, and you're like, oh, I'm already out of it. And then you par 3 holes, all of a sudden you're 5th.
Yeah. That's why I look sometimes if I have a lead, I'll just sit there and be like, well, maybe I'm not going to take some risks on a couple of these holes, and I won't use the driver. I'll try to use an iron because I can put my iron straighter than my drive sometimes. Depends on how I'm hitting.
A little different. You play for pars like champ flight. If I start a triple double, I'm out. I might as well grab my clubs and go home.
Yeah, you guys slight margin for error.
When I farted at nationals, I went double bogey and bogey. I was +6 after 3 holes on the first day, and I'm like, "You are out. You're done. You lost, Adam."
Yeah,
I play for skins.
That's tough.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, man. Anyways. What else is going on, man? Who should we give out? I think we should give a shout out to a couple of the winners from the year, Adam. Do you have a couple multi-winners that won this year on tour?
We had
quite a few.
I think, Brian, you had what, 2 or 3 this year?
I had 1 this year. I was like second place. I was in top 5, probably 90% or more of our tournament.
23.
Oh my God!
second
times.
Yeah,
we had a couple of multi-winners this year. Myself, obviously in our champ flight, I had about 6 or 7. I know Will Gaki had a bunch. I think he had 6 or 7 himself in A flight, and then Craig Shoemaker, I believe, had 5. A couple of majors. He did well. I believe that I thought Brian had more than 1.
Adam Miller had a couple.
Adam Miller, I think 2 or 3.
I had So I had 1 where I should have won. Well, I would have won if we had the one guy that came down from C flight. He got moved back to D, and then I shot an 85. He shot at an 83. Went right back down to C flight.
Yeah, he just had he was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Brett Varney, he won a few.
Yeah,
right?
Brett Varney, I believe he won 2 or 3. John Cole, I think, won 3. He was in A, and I think he won in 1 and B. He was back and forth too, because when we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, is that I think our champ in A, those guys go back and forth between flights. It's crazy, and even going to B to A. But yeah, we had a couple of guys. Shout outs to all those multiple winners. I know we had a couple of first timers, so that was nice to see. James McKinnon, he won Highland. We had Johnny Resto, who won his golf trophy, so that was exciting to see. But there was a lot of guys that first time winners, so I was happy to see that.
I won week 1 and just 1 week only.
That's it. That's all.
And that was a close one, week 1 too.
I know. Your boy Matt, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
He folded on the last hole.
It was Old Post Road, right?
Yes, it was.
Yep. I won the Revenge of Airways. I won the second one there.
Yeah. So it was funny though. Speaking of scoreboard watching and Old Post, you guys were right behind us. Okay.
Yeah.
DeBell and Matt, and it was the island hole. So Florida, it's a miserable fucking hole up here. It's literally. So it's there's always wind. It's what, Adam, about maybe 110, 120.
For you guys,
I think it was 120 something. No, it's 100 and I want to say it was 130 something yards.
136 yards from the whites.
So island green, very very small green, very tough to stick. Always wind left to right. The drop zone is worse than the tee box. Like I learned this later.
The drop zone is like on the side of a mountain that is muddy.
So anyways,
So they try to look like Sawgrass.
No, it's a 35-yard chip over a 10-yard creek onto a small green on a downhill lie drop area.
terrible.
So I always tell people, don't go to the drop zone, just throw another ball down and hit it from the tee.
Right.
Better accuracy. You'll hit the green better than you would at 35 yards in that drop zone. It's not like Florida where they give you right on the green, which I like, but
right. No. So anyways, DeBell, I had played. So after the island hole, the tee box is like up on a hill, right?
Yeah, I saw you guys up there.
You saw what I was doing, right? You saw me creeping.
I heard you too.
I'm saying they're looking down. I'm like, one in the water.
That's it.
I'm like,
that's what they
two
do on
in the water.
PGA Tour. Yeah, they do that all the time.
3 in the water. All 4.
Anthony, mine looks so good on that one. I was going right at the pin, and it literally was like a yard shy from going onto like bouncing on.
Yeah,
like that wind held it right up.
Yeah.
So, Andy, you put 4 balls in the water? You did?
I took it. That was a pickup hole for me.
Jordan Spieth did, huh?
Mine was absolutely. I was in the water and then dropped in the water and then I dropped to try to hole out. It's like because of one more shot in the water.
Nice.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure if I would have put that on the green, I probably would have won that one.
Probably.
But yeah, so I was doing the old rooting you down on that hole. Sorry, guys.
Well, it's funny. I like golf when you do that because the best feeling in golf is when you're playing with somebody who you're neck and neck, and then you're on a tee with like 4 or 5 holes to go, or you're down 1 or 2 and they yank one out of bounds, or they yank one in the woods. All of a sudden, you just like take like like in boxing where they throw that stuff in your nose, and you're all like, you get all amped up, and you start having a pep in your step again and stuff. So I'm sure you enjoyed Brian.
Yeah, he did
making mistakes. But that next
I love
when we played that again later on in the year, like after the tour was over, Adam, remember we all went there and played?
Yeah.
Like, so out of my group there, when we played there and the group in front of me, I was the only one that put it on the green that time.
Yeah. Yeah, that hole is a tough island hole because of the wind, and then it's literally like a mini pond, a mini lake, and then the next hole is no joke either. That's a bitch. That hole, that par 4.
Dog leg left uphill.
Yeah.
Uphill, yeah, that one's crazy.
But that course, I think they're going to be that course is going to be one of the top in the area. I think within the next 3 years. I think they're doing a lot of work.
They got some money behind them.
Yeah, they're going to add. From what I heard, they got another 7 figures going into the course. So.
Oh damn! I got a free round there for this year. I got a free round I still haven't used.
Nice.
So that course will be open probably before we even start. So we'll probably look to maybe do something there, like a little get together, like Johnny did for his little event. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hell yeah, dude!
It's a good course compared to what it was. It's kind of like Freer Park, where they were really bad, and then with new ownership, they put a lot into it. But it took Freer Park probably 3 or 4 years before it really came into shape. So I think that's what they're doing there.
Nice. Hey, Mike, what's the word on that new Callaway driver? And I know you're in the business.
Elite. When is it coming out?
The equipment is on the way.
Oh snap!
Oh man!
Not mine personally, but our entire fitting cart and merchandise and stuff will be there, and then it'll tell us when we can open it. Usually, it's right after the show, so probably like January 18th ish, around that area. Probably.
You're going to the show?
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
I'm trying to go to the show. Yep. Oh yeah, that's a huge show.
I know it's in Florida. Where in is in Tampa? Where in Florida is it?
Orlando. They do a couple, but Orlando's like the main one.
Oh, then that's your backyard, bro.
Yeah, an hour and a half away to go have fun and meet a bunch of awesome people.
Yo, I wonder if I seriously, no joke. I wonder if you could use the credentials and say that you're like media for the Upstate Golf Guys podcast and get like a discount.
Dude, I just bought a recorder, like a camera with a microphone on it, bro. I'll walk around with that thing all day.
That's what I'm saying. I found out, Adam, get this. I am dead serious. Because we legitimately have a podcast and I have a DBA. I could. How do you think? How do you think Rappaport? What's his name? The dude? Is that his name? Rappaport. The
Ian Rappaport.
Yeah.
Daniel Rappaport is that his name
why
from
don't,
Barstool?
why don't we all just come together and have a little GoFundMe, and we'll raise a bunch of money. We'll send you over to the Ukrainian war.
No, I want to go.
Do some upstate golf guys journalism.
No, I want to go. I want to go and like interview Tiger. I want to be in that like in the room where they do like the questions and answers.
I was just
Yeah.
actually, I found out
That's how Bob Does Sports got started.
I
That's what
found
I'm saying.
interesting news on Sunday. I was at my church, Life Church. Shout out to them in Latham. But Dottie Pepper goes to that church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she goes there all the
Okay.
time in the summertime because she has a house in Saratoga. I found that out. Maybe if I see her, I'm going to be like, hey,
Come on the
Come
podcast.
play.
you want to come
Play
on?
around.
Absolutely, man.
I'd love to have her on there, but she's local, so that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
There's a couple of famous people around here that are kind of golfers. You have Bill Parcells. He lives right on.
What course is he kicked out of now? He got kicked out of Saratoga National because he had a large bar tab he never paid.
Are you serious?
And then the last time I
Wait,
saw
what?
him was 2 summers ago at McGregor. He was actually finishing at the clubhouse. He was talking. I was going a hole one, and I don't think he goes there anymore because I asked last year and like, don't even talk about that. He's just in Saratoga, but I don't know if he's golfing anywhere.
Tuna?
I know that one Saratoga, the Saratoga Country Club, that 9-hole private course. I think it's with SPAC. So when Dave Matthews comes, they go there for the week that they're there, like every day. Like they almost shut the course down because he goes there.
In place.
But they're charging $10,000 a month for that course. Yeah, Saratoga.
Holy.
Wow.
Yeah, but you'll see all the people who are in SPAC, all the performers and stuff. You'll go to that course, and they're all playing golf.
Wow.
Like Dave Matthews, some of the other country singers or hip hop artists, they go and play at that course.
That's pretty cool.
But it's only 9 holes, which doesn't even make sense. I've never actually seen it.
I'd rather be a member at a real course and not see the famous people.
Yeah.
But
you're famous.
you think? Upstate golf guys, baby. Upstate golf guys.
Woo.
Anybody going down to the regional floorball in Myrtle Beach?
I am.
Not me.
Not I.
My work is ramping up right now. Well, I just was off for like a week and a half. I just went back to work today.
Yeah, the regional four ball is actually a pretty cool regional if you're looking for something for us. I know for Florida Mike, he has like 5 states within 5 hours he can go play. But us New York boys, us Yankees,
So nice.
we have to limit sometimes. But the 4 ball is actually real decent. I think it's $275 a man. It's a 2-man format, best ball. So you both play the same hole and you play your score and you take the better of the 2. So it's actually a really cool regional that is affordable.
Yeah.
It's not too far. You can actually drive. It's only 11 hours. So if anyone who's a member is interested, just shoot me a text or let me know. We can try to find you a partner. I think Mike Winters is looking to go and a few others that have reached out to me, but really good time. Plus for me, when I go down there, I get free lodging because my mom's there.
Yeah, that works out good.
Yeah, so I get to say hello to her, eat some of her food, and see her cat Bingo, and enjoy myself with a nice little house.
Wait, whoa. Her cat's
Bingo.
name is Bingo.
Her cat's name's
So
Bingo.
wait,
She loves Bingo. She
the-
loves Bingo like I love golf.
the first time I see a picture of Adam posting a picture when he got down to Myrtle Beach was he's like playing bingo with my mom and Johnny, and it's the 3 of them playing bingo.
They love that stuff. They love it down there.
That's great.
They have a bingo amateur tour.
That's
Now,
great.
Mike, what tour are you in Florida? What's the region there?
North Central Florida.
So like up Jacksonville area? Is that what it is?
No,
Or-
that's no. We're I'm
So you're
2.5 hours southwest of
Okay,
that.
so you're not like. Are you? Is that like the Orlando area? Is that what that is? Or
I'm west of Orlando. I'm
West of
right on the golf. I'm just north of Tampa, right on the
so
Gulf
it's like
Coast.
there's a Tampa area one then. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Tampa, there's a Jacksonville, Orlando, North Central Florida, and
Okay.
South Florida.
If
Yeah,
it
I
makes
tried to play in one last year or this past year, like in like March, but when I went to sign up, they were already full.
That will happen.
Yeah.
Brian, North Central Florida, to make it easier for you, is the people who at Nationals wore the same shirts we did.
Yes,
Oh, was it?
that was us. Yeah.
Remember when we were there taking pictures and they had the same shirts on?
Yeah.
How could you? How
That's
could you
North
forget
Central
those
Florida.
shirts?
They want to be like, New York. So
Yeah.
I talked to Steve and I was like, "Hey, we had these first," and he's like, "I probably did."
That's crazy.
Just so you know, I voted against that shirt. Just so everyone knows.
Well,
It was a good shirt for New York. It reminded me of the New York flag. You know,
All
it had
right,
some gray,
I'm not
some
gonna
blue.
lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to the shirts are cut. All of them were ugly as shit.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah.
Johnny and then they all wanted the red shirts, didn't they, or something like that?
There's not much to
Like-
choose from.
I didn't really care because none of them were great. That's basically what I was saying. Like, you
Well,
know,
you just it doesn't
It's-
matter what you wear. You got to always look good.
I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm picky sometimes.
It looks better matching at least than everybody wearing a different
Yeah,
shirt.
last year,
No, it was
we
cool.
looked like the Bad News Bears. I think Shannon had a tank top on. A couple of people had
That's funny.
some.
That's how we were.
Well, Shannon was trying to take his shirt off last year, and the lady's like, "Put your shirt back on."
I think we had a guy who was wearing jean shorts
Oh my!
for the picture.
Stop it.
We
Was
had,
he really?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was.
Oh my
We had a
god!
couple of guys wearing, some weird outfits. So we definitely look much better.
Listen, if that guy was wearing jean shorts, you definitely know you're from up north. They don't wear jorts down here.
Oh, I haven't. I mean, I haven't owned a pair since fucking '99. So
You know, you're a true New Yorker when you walk around with a winter coat on and shorts.
yo, I haven't worn. I haven't worn a pair of jeans in like a year. I just wear like all these like the
Sweatpants.
no, not sweat. No,
Joggers,
but no, they're like not even joggers. They're like the golf
MC Hammer pants.
Like, well, they're not MC here. No, they're not even that. Like, they're. I almost got like what Adam's wearing right now. Almost. Yeah, they're basically I wear like golf pants all the time. Like they're way more comfortable. I don't know.
You're also in your 40s now, so once you hit 40, you're just basically you have like 2 pairs of sweatpants, 2 different colors.
Yep.
And, you have
Pair of New Balances.
that old ratty T-shirt.
Whoa! No New Balance yet.
my whole wardrobe literally is just all like either golf polos, golf quarter zips, golf hats, then hoodies and t-shirts, and like that's all I got. Like I'm like if I had to go out like dress nice, I'd be in trouble.
Me too.
My daughter just got a pair of New Balances for Christmas, and I was like, "Why you got old man shoes?" She's like, "They're not old man shoes."
Well, speaking of shoes, did you ever hear that story with Johnny, where Johnny started playing golf about 2 years ago, and somebody invited him? He was a big football player, and somebody invited him to play golf for the first time, and he's like, "All right, now when you play golf, though, it's going to cost you money. They have clubs you can rent, but you want to dress nice. You know, you want to have a good outfit on." And he's like, "All right, word."
What do you wear, a suit?
No, he comes in with dress slacks, a button-up dress shirt, and the guy, he wanted to get nice shoes because the guy said, make sure you wear nice golf shoes, and so he went to the Goodwill and got police shoes that were all shiny. He came in looking like he was at the prom. And
He's going to a funeral.
Shiny police military like dress shoes when he played golf for the first time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I wish I had. I wish I had.
Did he win?
I know. He said he had a great time. Obviously, he's still addicted to it, but he said he couldn't swing because every time he tried to swing, his dress shoes would slip right out of the grass.
Good Lord, Johnny.
Oh man!
I have that happen with golf shoes on. So
I mean, he's from like New York City, so I mean, he came up here. What does he know about when somebody says wear something nice? He's just like, okay,
yeah.
He's like, dude, I don't understand why people play golf in dress clothes.
That's just so funny.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So Paulie sent me these. If anybody's interested in red, white, and blue American flag putter grip.
Yeah,
he sent me a really good deal. It's pretty cool.
Super Strokes,
$10.
Do you install them yourself for you?
I have no idea how to install them, so no.
Just add some lube and shove it in there.
He thought it'd be cool for me with my upstate golf guys. It kind of match.
Get some grip tape.
Yeah, grip tape and some lube and shove it in it.
Okay.
That's it.
Shove it in.
Twist it if you want to, as long as you line it up.
Line it up and shove it in the hole.
Shove it in the hole. All right, you guys might have to show me how to do that.
I do 20 of those a day.
Sounded dirty. So Florida Mike, what was the last course you played? I mean, you're always playing different courses down there.
I just played a course called Royal Oaks. Very short, very tight, lots of trees. I was playing with the boys. We were playing like a little 25-cent dot game, and we played teams. Yeah, I won. I had the most dots, so I won $16.
How exactly does that game work? I don't know if I've ever heard of the dot game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. So
Just
I'm
won
always-
$16. That's all he knows.
R5.
it's an old person's game. So okay, so you get 25. So it's dots. So you get a dot if you get a par. You get a dot if you get a poley, which is if you have any putt longer than the flagpole and you make it, you get a dot. Greenies, closest to the pin. Yeah. If you win the hole, you get a dot.
50-50 or that 24 or 40-20 Nassau. So it's like they call it junk. So it's the same essential thing too. Those dots.
All right.
It's a fun way to do it.
Yeah. I have no idea. I just know that this guy was talking trash, say he was going to beat me. So I said, let's do this. Went and played Sunday. He was paying me money. Great day.
That's it.
Oh, you love golf.
Yeah, it's good.
I do love golf. I do love it.
I wonder how much money on a weekly basis throughout the entire world is put into betting on golf. Like how much money come collectively on bets. It's probably a lot.
Oh, a lot.
I'm sure it is a lot.
Especially, could you imagine in like
Wasn't golf made because of betting?
I think so.
Like in a sense?
Well, didn't
I
Mickelson,
bet you I can throw this rock in that hole with this stick.
I don't know. Mickelson never got in trouble, but he was always known as being like a really bad, degenerate gambler, though.
Oh yeah, huge. He used to gamble with the fans as he was playing.
Didn't they say he probably gambled away $1 billion?
I think that was
easy.
John Daly.
Oh yeah, it could have been.
Speaking of John,
Johnny
Johnny,
Johnny fell asleep.
Yo, what's up?
Napping again.
Going.
What's going on, y'all?
Johnny, since you just jumped on, I just shared the story of how when you first played golf, you wore dress pants and shiny police shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got the picture with the face. All right, what's going on?
have you ever met Johnny?
That was crazy.
No.
That was crazy. That was a long time ago.
Johnny's fairly new at the game, but he kicks ass. That's for damn sure.
He's definitely stepped it up.
Fast learner. Jesus Christ, he's a fast learner. Holy cow. Yeah, he's.
Well, I think it's easier if you've never played golf to come in and play it and learn more than if you played it a little bit and just weren't good for so many years, and then you play with people that are better.
Well, he was an athlete his whole life. He was.
Yeah.
Whole
Well,
life,
it took me like I started like 10 years ago, and it took me probably within the last 4 years is only when I started to get better.
Yeah.
Like I was like horrible when the first 5 years I played, I was like, I could aim way left and slice the ball like way this way when I'm aiming over across the other side of the fairway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
feel that thing.
All right, so I'm going to go around the board here. We have a little New Year's resolution for golf, though. Only golf. I'm going to start with Florida Mike. Give me one part of your golf game that you need to change and you're going to fix for 2025.
A part of my golf game that I'm going to fix.
Yeah, the resolution.
My second shot.
All right.
Nice.
They say that's the most
Gotta
important
fix
shot in the game. They say that's the most important shot, man. You could either
100%.
recover or shoot darts. All right, Johnny. What do you fix? Go ahead, Florida. Sorry, finish what you were going to say.
So when your fairway hit and your putts are down and your fairways are over 50%, but your green and regulation is 30%, that's terrible.
Yep.
So
Yep.
my second shot's always missing the green, so we got to fix that.
Yeah, all right, Johnny. Now it's you, buddy. What are we fixing in 2025?
My drive.
Yeah,
I want to hit the fairway every drive if I can.
Yep. No, I know that.
That's what I need to fix.
Watch some Mo Norman.
I need to get right in the middle.
Norman. Do you guys know about? So it's funny you mentioned him because Brad DePietro just showed me him. So he had like autism, right? Florida Mike, or like.
Yeah, he got hit by a car.
He had something wrong
brain damage.
He had some brain damage, but the dude he had something with his swing where it was just like the most fluent, perfect swing. He never missed. He actually got like bullied off tour, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, I mean, he was, I would say probably to this day, he's probably the most accurate with the driver ever to play the game. I mean, he had, they showed him do a video where he hit 1,250 drives.
I'm gonna pause. Can you guys? I'm gonna pause this for a minute. I'm gonna bring him up for a minute, and I'm gonna screen share so you guys could all see this guy. Give me 1 second.
All right.
All right.
I like how you
What's the master move in golf, Mo?
My vertical drop, the horizontal tug.
Let's see that. What would you show us if you saw the vertical drop and horizontal tug? That's the master move.
Right here. First foot comes straight down. The club is going further behind my back of my downswing. This is pointing. Never this. It's always. My left arm's way higher than my right. Way high. You can always put the club in this way. Never, the other way that would fall there. My club would always fall. Never in front of me. Always back behind me.
I'm gonna go fast forward it. Hold on.
Here's the master move. The feeling of greatness.
Feeling the great.
I'm the only golfer. The only one living. Feeling of greatness. Right here. Oh, is that pure? Woo. I don't believe in hip turn. Shoulder turn, not hip. My hips hardly turn at all. But my shoulders turn.
Dude, he nuts.
That's another reason why I hit it so straight. But main reason, that's why I hit it so solid every time. There's no hip movement. My hips can never pull me off the ball. Like most people do.
It's insane.
It's wild, isn't it, dude? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Hold on.
Make sure you arrive there the way you're supposed to, right?
He never misses.
Never misses. And look at all the golf
so good
balls.
every time. 3 feet from 3 feet behind the ball, 3 feet in front of it. My club stays on the level of the ball.
It's so funny. It's so funny that let me take this off now. That you mentioned him because he literally just showed me that like 3 days ago. Mo Norman. It was the first time I've ever heard of him. And I just started watching videos of him. It's crazy because he does. He's not wrong. He literally, never really hit it really long, but he just never misses the fairway.
Never.
And he never.
But that's the thing about golf, though, and golf swings is like that could work for him, but somebody else is never going to work for. And same thing with everybody has their own swing, their own little hitches that probably shouldn't work but do.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Pretty cool I could do that. I didn't realize I could screen share like that. We'll have to use that more. But, all right, let's go. I need a little short break, guys. We'll go to intermission and we'll be back.
Yep.
Right after this quick read. All right, guys.
Hey, Mikey, you know anybody does any roofing?
Actually, I do, Raj.
Who you got for me, man?
Dude named Tom Murphy did my boss's roof. Actually does hands-on work.
Gets right up there on the roof, huh? The owner of the company?
Yeah, he does. Knows his shit, too.
That's awesome, man. Is this Thomas Paul Construction?
Yep, that's him.
Man, I heard nothing but good things about them. I'm actually on their Facebook page right now looking up some things. The pictures, the aerial view, they're really cool. He gets up there with the drone. You can see the before and afters of some of the work they've done. Go check them out on Facebook. They're a new sponsor here, the Upstate Golf Guys. So make sure you guys go support Paul Construction, roofing and siding. Paul Construction LLC is a full-service construction company who specializes in roofing and siding, covering the greater capital region. You can reach them at 518-308-6794. Once again, 518-308-6794. And make sure to go check out their Facebook page, see some pictures of what they've done in the past, and let them know the Upstate Golf Guys sent you.
All right, we are back, and we waited for this moment for a big announcement. Adam, go ahead and tell them, buddy.
All right, so I have a big announcement. I was actually speaking to Dennis McCormick today, and it's actually a pretty great compliment because he informed me. Obviously, many of you know that I ran a special from Black Friday through the end of December. For the membership, it would be $90 for the year.
Put them upstairs.
Starting in January, it would go to $110. But because we have had a astronomical amount of responses for New York Upstate, we're at, I believe, 71 members so far that we're going to be. This time last year, I think we're at 42. So we're doing so well that I believe 55% of our membership so far is brand new people too. So Dennis and I talked today, and he recommended, and I agreed, that we're going to be extending the $90 till the end of January. So obviously, for those who are already members, I'm still going to do the giveaways for those who have became members from the beginning till the end of December. Anybody after January, they're not going to be part of that giveaway. So at least those who sign up early have some incentive that we were told that they were going to, get from us. So that's good news. So
It's awesome, man. Give people a little chance to pay off their Christmas bills, and then by next pay period, they'll have a little money for that $90.
So, I originally thought that, which is funny because I was thinking about it last night, and then Dennis and he sent me an email, and I had a conversation with him, and he agrees that I believe right now we're the top 5 in the nation right now when it comes to membership numbers. So that's really awesome.
Hell yeah.
And, we're going to extend it to January. So for those who are new or returning players, you can sign up until the end of January at $90. I'm also giving a contest out. And this contest is going to be pretty simple. Between January 1st through January 31st, whoever has the most recruits, whoever signs up the most people and gets people to sign up, when they sign up, just make sure when they put on the membership form, how did you hear about the tour? They just put your name. I heard it from, let's just say, Adam Cahill. And when I get that email, I'll keep a tally. And whoever has the most people they bring in at the end of January will get a free entry to the Turning Stone event.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow, that's a great idea.
That's
a great
$380 or $360 value for the 2 best courses, in my opinion, locally. So to get into that, it's simple. Talk to your friends, your family, anybody. Just say you want to be a part of the tour. Help them join.
Yep.
Let them know when they answer that question. How did you hear about the tour? Tell them to put your name, and I'll keep a tally. And whoever has the most recruits at the end of the month will win that free Turning Stone entry.
That's awesome. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that, man. I like that.
Obviously, for those listening, it's not through the podcast. I'm going to post this on social media tomorrow. I'm also going to email all of the people who are part of the tour already, who you have the master list as well. We're going to send that announcement out to everybody.
Nice, dude. Nice. All right. I'm going to go around the horn again with a couple questions here. Brian, for anybody that's on the fence, man, say it's one of your buddies that's a golfer and he's not sure if he wants to join. What do you tell him? Why does he have to join the Golfweek Am Tour?
It's just a ton of fun. I was skeptical when I joined. I was looking, I kept getting all these emails and all these Facebook invites from Adam, and I'm like, who is this guy? I don't even know who he is. And I kept looking into it. So I asked him one day, I was like, listen, buddy, I said, I'm not even a good golfer. I was like, And he was like, "Oh no, it's flighted," and he explained it to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot," because the first one I played in was Van Patten.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know the course, so I went there and I played, and I paid the membership right there, and I ended up winning the first event.
Yeah, that's good. I
There you
remember
go.
that.
There you go, man. That's awesome. And I remember
But
you were. I was
you'll
watching.
meet-
Actually, so Brian and I have been friends long before I knew about the tour, and I think that was one of the first times I saw the tour or the post of you with the trophy, and I was like, "What is this about?" And then I think shortly after that, Adam friend requested me, and then I got on board. And yeah, man, that's what it's all about. And I love the competitive nature.
The camaraderie, all the friends you meet a bunch of good guys, you play golf. I mean, it's new people rather than the same people. Not that I don't mind playing with the same people I always played with, but it's nice to play with different people, different skill sets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Now, the one thing I heard about Brian that I really enjoy when he said it is that he told us just now that he's like, I don't know, I'm not that good enough. And that's the answer I like to hear, because that's who we want to be on the tour, is the people who don't think they're good enough, because they are going to be able to play tournament golf at this point and actually feel that they are good enough when they win those tournaments. Like, I mean, Brian, compared to when he first started, I'm sure he's a much better golfer now, and he actually has a little bit more of a competitive drive to him.
I've always had a competitive drive, but
you're fine. You're practicing more. You're thinking golf more. You're more excited. But that's exact answers I like to hear, is because I just literally tell people, I said all the time, I said, perfect. You're perfect for the tour, because we want people who are good enough. Because if you're good enough, you would be playing with Tiger,
exactly,
or you'd be going to the Masters next.
What did
next year?
King David? He told us. He said, "I love it." He said, because I hear the stories in every tour. He goes, "You have A-flighters that'll go up there, and they'll be at the box and they duff it." He goes, "It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens a lot. It happens." So
I mean, just this past Nationals, I tried to hit a 3-wood out of a ditch on a par 5 and hit it so bad that it smashed the golf cart next to me and busted out the hook.
Even the good ones. And then Johnny, I know you are in your phone all the time, inviting people to this tour and talking it up. What are you saying to these dudes when you're inviting them, man? I mean, just how amazing it is. Basically the same thing Brian said. What are you telling these dudes?
Yeah, I mean, basically similar to what Brian said, but I'll just be letting them know, like, yo, it's competitive and you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn more than what you know. In one season, you guarantee you're gonna learn more than what you know.
Yep, you learned all the rules, right? You didn't.
You're gonna want to get better no matter what. Like, and then when you get paired up with the good guys, that's when things get crazy, because you're gonna really like, oh, nah, I gotta get up there with them.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, you have. I mean, listen, you want to win. You have. Listen, I
want to win every time.
It's win or nothing for Johnny, and that's what we love. We love
I'm with
it.
you. I'm with you.
You're with it. You same way, Florida Mike. He's this dude, Johnny. When we won at Crump and Fox, bro, I had the biggest smile on my face for this dude, because he came out and I did it. I was like, yo, let's go.
There be times I play with Adam and I know I can't do what he just did, but I something in me just be like, you gotta do it. Like,
Johnny, do you feel like? Let me ask you something. As a newer golfer, do you feel like you play better when you're playing with the better dudes out there, or like, don't you feel like you play better? Like, you step your game up?
Yeah, I play way better. That's when my numbers drop the most.
I'm the same way. If I play with people that are better, I play better.
Yeah,
100%.
I played Crump and Fox with Adam and Will Gaki and somebody else.
Yep. So you were stepping your game up.
I won.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I was
for me as a tour director, I like to put like some of the C's and D's with some of the A's and the champ flights or the B players, because it just kind of gives them a little bit of a speed up, because some of the guys know the rules a little bit more than others, but it just allows them to play with some better players. But
when you started doing that, actually, Adam, that was a really good idea last year. It does, because you could have 4 D guys together and that they don't know the rules.
They'll see you Tuesday. We'll see them 3 days later. They get
I think that's when I played Fairways a Half Moon. I think I was paired with the other 3 guys are all C fighters, I believe.
Yeah,
and I think my score was better than all theirs.
Yeah,
I beat them all.
Florida Mike, does that happen a lot in your
happening like that?
down there, like C to C flight. A lot of times, like a D flight will be up there with like the C flight numbers. Like the D flight winner is up there with like the top of the C flights. Does that
Oh
happen?
yeah, I mean we have mixed scores all the time. I mean C, like to me, D, C, and B, any flight can reach any of those numbers. A D flighter can go out there and have the time of his life, shoot 81. That's B flight. You know what I mean? Like, so you do see different score variations, but we don't mix them up though. Our tour director keeps us all together. Occasionally, like I'll play with an A flighter, but most of the time they keep us all together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I do where you play 2 Ds and 2 Bs, so that way the Bs switch cards and then the Ds switch cards to keep it fair. So, but it works for us. I think that for whatever reason, I noticed that playing up in New York,
the
rounds go a little bit slower than if I'm down south. Like I go to Myrtle Beach and they'll have a full tee sheet and I'll finish in 4 hours and 25 minutes. But when you're in New York and you have a full tee sheet, you're going to be there for 6 hours. So it doesn't make sense.
It's so weird. It's so weird. You're saying Myrtle Beach and south in the same sentence, and I'm like 7 hours south of that.
I think the one thing in the down south that I like a lot compared to New York, and I think New York courses should implement it, is when you go down south at 7 a.m. they have groups going off on 1 and 10.
Yeah,
for real.
So they don't in New York. They just start you off on hole 1. Everybody.
Oh no. Sometimes the courses down here are slammed, full tee sheets every day.
So they have tee times from like 7 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have no tee times until 12. And then at that point, they do the same thing. It works out. So
yeah, they usually here they'll let the members out, and some of the members will even go out at 6:30 as soon as the day breaks.
You know what else? You know what else I noticed? Every time you go down there, you think it just be you and your boy gonna play, or just y'all two. It's not happening. You getting paired up no matter what.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I like that though. I like being paired up with people.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone to Florida and I go out for a vacation there and I just go play around, I like when they pair me up with like 2 or 3. Usually it's like a couple older guys or somebody else, somebody local. I like that.
I like pairing up. I like pairing up with people.
Yeah, man. I agree too, because golf is a gentleman's game, and it is always fun meeting cool people.
Especially when you're hanging out with Johnny in Myrtle Beach, and just before Hilton Head, we played PTC Myrtle Beach, and I'm hitting the golf ball off the tee because I was playing the tips, and they were playing, the whites. And I'm putting my club back in the bag on hole 1, and Johnny goes, "Yo, I just told these people you're Dustin Johnson's cousin." It was Adam Johnson. I called you, and they actually, I think they believed it for like.
Yeah, the guy did. He was like, he looking at Adam, and he's like, "Yo, you're not lying. He really do look like him. He's just a little heavier than him." I'm like,
I know I have my glasses on, and I have like a certain outfit. But it's funny.
That's
yeah,
great.
Johnny's right. When you go down south, it doesn't matter if you're like, all right, it's just going to be you and I. It's 7 a.m. And then they're like, are you guys just a twosome? It's like, yeah, hold on. And they'll like go through the woods. They'll go down the street. They'll put up signs saying we need 2 golfers for 7 a.m. just to find 2 golfers. So you don't play a twosome in the south.
Johnny, no. my wife just asked me why you sound like Fat Joe.
Maybe because I'm Puerto Rican like him.
Oh, Fat Joe.
Honestly, though, that's funny.
She said that explains it.
My boy. This has nothing to do with the tour, but little stuff I had on my podcast, Joe Perry. They have a podcast, and they're having Fat Joe on the podcast next
Sweet.
week.
We can have
so it's like
Fat Joe's cousin Johnny.
So I'm like, I'm like 2 steps away from Fat Joe right now.
So I got a question. What is with the mixture during tournaments? What is your pace of play average?
Well, before I did it, it was about 5 hours and 45 minutes, and then when we switched and I did that separately, it went down to
under
about 4:45.
Yeah, it was under
about
5
an hour difference.
So
really?
I think a lot of times, and nothing against you D fighters. Now that I'm a C fighter, no, we do it too. I'm just kidding. When I think they tend to, and we all tend to look for our balls a little longer, and where an A or a B fighter will have no fear of saying, "Hey guys, hurry up! Like, you know what I mean? You guys got to keep it moving. Let's go.
I hate when people look for their ball. I really do.
I've always been a fast-paced player anyways. I don't care. I'm not going to look for my ball forever, but I'll go down there. I'll look for a minute. If I don't find it, I'm just going to drop a ball or that's it. I'm not going to. I've always been like that.
I mean, and you're hitting a provisional anyway, most likely.
Yeah. Now I do
So
that
now you
more
look for 2
often.
seconds and then just go straight to the provisional.
Now I do that more often. If I think it's out, I'll hit a provisional anyways, just in case.
Yeah, which you should.
Exactly.
I mean, as a director, sometimes I'll always go out in the first to second group just to be there for the scores at the end. I mean, there was a few tournaments in the last 3 years that I have like taken a cart and watched. And some of the guys in our D flight, before we made the change, some of the guys in the foursome look like little kids in the outfield at a baseball game, just picking dandelions. Like nobody was moving. They were just sitting. They were talking. One was just kind of looking around for golf balls in a pond because he needed some. So, that simple fact is why I kind of switched up because, we had some rounds where they argued and because nobody knew the rules. So I just added some better players to just make it a little bit quicker. So, that way people are like, all right, guys, it's been 3 minutes. You guys got to go. Or, you got to hit another shot because your ball went literally OB. Oh, okay. So it's just, it just made it better for us.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that one.
I do too. Absolutely.
We had that at Highland. I remember, Adam, I hit one in it was right behind the green, but it was like a little pond or something. And I was like, well, I'll just take it behind the pond because it's not closer to a hole. And I forget who it was. Might have been Sherman.
Hole 8
filing a protest because I was going to go back and hit one. You're like, no, it's in the water. It's water. You're like,
yeah, on hole 8 at Highland, on the right-hand side, there was a but it's not marked red, but behind the green is marked red. So Brian hit towards the right in that pond, a little stream, and
right behind the green.
He thought he was OB, but it's like, no, it's not OB. There's a body of water behind.
Well, I didn't think it was, but Sherman thought I was OB. So I was just going to go back. I'm not going to argue. I was going to go back and hit one.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's good. I mean, somebody who knows. I mean, there was literally a body of water behind the actual green. That's considered red stake.
Got you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Water. That's what I always knew it as. Water is like red stake, no matter what. Unless it's like a puddle. Even then, a puddle you can just bring it out because it's not natural, anyways. But
unless you're OB, then you got to keep it there. But I mean, in general, yeah. So it worked out. I mean, everything was fine. He understood, and then at the end, it was fine. So. It just helps to have somebody near you that knows the rules or somebody that just keeps pressing forward. If you're slow in front of me, I just hit into you. That's all I do.
Put a helmet on.
Nobody's going to say anything about the director hitting into him.
Never.
Yeah, no, I hate being slow anyways. I don't like I don't like being on top of people, and I don't like people being on top of me.
I always remember the one time I felt bad in the 4 years doing this is on we were playing Saratoga Lake. And it was a straight par 4. And one of the girls who played 2 years ago, she was in front of us. And I had somebody, I think it was somebody, they rangefindered the people. I had a 3-wood because it's a tight par 4. So he said they're about 290, 300 away. And I said, all right, I'm good with a 3-wood. As soon as I hit it, there was downwind. I drilled probably the best 3-wood I've ever hit in my 41 years. And it bounced 2 feet past her. It carried right by her and almost just took her right out. And she was so mad. And of course, I'm the guy. I said I felt so bad because she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh." But I almost missile shot her in the air.
I think we should create a game for us speed golfers that don't want to wait. Call it hazard golf. And you wear a helmet, wear a bike helmet or something, and you just don't wait. You just go. You go at your own pace, and you just play. You wave at people as you're passing them. You know what I mean? If you want to play a lot faster, hey guys,
just wear a football helmet.
Wear a helmet. You're good to go. And just,
they can hit into you. You're just gonna take it in the helmet.
There's no stopping. There's no stopping and waiting. You just tee up and
for
play.
Groups. You just tee
up.
Go.
You just keep going. Hazard golf, baby.
Has any of you actually hit by a golf ball before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got drilled in my shoulder at the stadium on that short par 4 that Where it's right before the par 3, like the longer par 3 they have. I was right down there on the cart path, and some dude, like he can see us, and he hits the ball, and it goes right through the back of the cart, hits me in the shoulder. And didn't even say nothing. Like, he didn't say 4 or nothing. I'm just sitting there, all of a sudden it's like whack. Like,
He doesn't feel good either.
no.
I remember I got hit when I was younger. We were playing in a junior tournament in Gloversville, which is one of the ones I won. But we were on the 9th hole, and it started raining. I went over and grabbed my umbrella, and I'm thinking that my friend is not going to hit, because why would you hit? So I'm at maybe 10 yards to the right of him, grabbing my umbrella. I turn around, and he hits, and he yells 4. And as my umbrella opened, it was coming right at my face. I turned around and hit me right in the left buttocks. Left a welt for a while on there, but it hurt so bad. It almost took me off my feet. But
Yeah, it depends on where you get hit. I've thankfully never been hit in the face or anything like that, because I know that would hurt.
If I didn't turn around, I was definitely going to lose nuts. So it was like literally right at me with a driver. So, but yeah.
Close to getting hit in the head.
All right, guys. Listen, it's Monday and I had a long weekend. Friday night was a mess. I'm still recovering for that, Adam. So I don't know. You have anything important you want to tell the listeners?
Just to remember to sign up now. $90, amateurgolftour.net. You can join. Whoever brings in the most people in the month of January will win a free 2-day at Turning Stone. Also, if you're interested and you're in the Capital Region area or close, join us on Saturday mornings at the Bunker in North Greenbush. It's from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Probably the best deal you're going to get in the area for 4 hours of golf, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's normally $70 to $80 an hour, and we're being charged $40 a man for 12 hour or for 4 hours of golf. Plus, we do a side match, team play. So it's a lot of fun. If you want that, just reach out to me. New York Upstate at amateurgolftour.net is my email, and we can add you to the list. We're actually playing this Saturday.
Yep.
And we got a few spots open. So
yes, sir.
It's my birthday weekend this weekend.
That's it. I got
So you're gonna win.
both there anyway.
So I'm gonna win again.
There's Austin with our matching shirts with the Central Florida. But that's our fly got out there. But listen, everybody, we appreciate y'all listening. Mike, thanks for hopping on. Brian, thanks for hopping on. Johnny, it was fun. And we'll be back next week with another episode, right, Adam? We're gonna try to get another director from across the country.
We got the Washington D.C. director coming.
Okay,
and I believe we're gonna have Lamar on as well.
Nice, awesome, sounds good. All right, everyone.
Guys.
I appreciate y'all for listening to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast.